What's woofing you woofers? Welcome to an ARK setup guide.
Come on!
ARK Survival Evolved, everybody, one of our favorite games. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to set up your single player for an easy mode. Similar to the best single player settings video I made a while back. Who are these settings for, you ask? Hey, it's for two kinds of players. First, we got those who don't have any time whatsoever on their hand, but still want to play the game in a fashion that they can finish it at some point, or maybe finish a map. And secondly, for those who just want to have, well, literally just that, an easy mode. So, I'm gonna go into semi-detail on how to set it up, as well as what does, which change does, and how it balances out the game. But if you are of the impatient woofer kind and just want to see the settings right away without me talking about it, timestamp there. You just go to that timestamp and you'll find everything right away. And thus we are inside ARK, and now we're gonna go to host local. While this guide is meant for the single player, this also works for servers. So if you want to host a server on easy mode, just go ahead and use the settings. But there's one thing I need to talk about before we begin here, which is the use single player settings, or how I call it, the USSR. This little check marker here actually does do a lot of things, quite so many things, yes. I also go very much into detail in my best single player settings video, so check that out as well. But in this video I'm going to keep it simple and easy, but I will mention when they do something. Well then, to begin, we just will reset the ARK rules by hitting this button. Now everything is set to the basics, and I can go through all the settings and show you what you need to change to enable the easy mode. First off, difficulty level. We'll make it very easy, very 1.0. We'll just set it to 1.0. What this affects actually is the dino levels, at what levels the dinos spawn, but we'll fix around some other changes to make this an easy mode. So don't worry, just put it to 1.0 for the dinos to spawn at the max level possible, because that also increases the power of your tames, because when you tame a dino, they will have the level you tamed them at, plus some percentages. So yeah, just have it at 1.0. However, if you intend to fight a boss, I would recommend to save the game beforehand, then quit, change difficulty to 0.1, and then challenge the boss, and afterwards put it back to 1.0. Or just use my balance patch. I made a video a while back. You probably want to use that patch, no matter what. As for our second change, we change player damage. This is how much damage we deal to anything, really. And we're just gonna plain up double it. Yeah. Then we got player resistance. We're also gonna change this to 0.5. So we'll just take half the damage while making it easy. Without breaking the game, though. We're not here to break the game. That's not our goal. XP multiplier. We're gonna do 5 times. Now, the use single player settings feature I mentioned earlier already changes the XP multiplier. So 5 times actually is multiplied by a number and is way higher, but it doesn't matter. We're just gonna put 5 times here. You will level up quite a lot, quite fast, and at the same time have better stats in general because of changes we're gonna talk about a bit later. So keep it at 5.0, don't go overboard here, it's fine. And taming speed, we're gonna set this to 8. Which, yes, is the same number as we use in the best single player settings. So this is not what we want to make faster. Faster in this case doesn't mean easier. 8.0 is very high, and thanks to the use single player settings, the USS, this is multiplied by 2.5 anyway, so we're technically having a 20 times taming speed. So yeah, this is fine. We still want some kind of mechanic in there, and not just tame everything within the first second. That's breaking the game. But no, we're making the game easy. Harvest amount. We shall set this to 4.0. You get 4 times the harvest out of one tree. However, there's another change we will talk about a little bit later, which also changes the mechanic a tiny bit. So yeah, it actually is quite balanced, but it's also pretty good to get more resources more quick, not having to waste so much time on finding resources, especially if you just want to have an easy playthrough. So yeah, 4.0 is great, but it's also not too much. You still need to run around a few trees to get some wood, and you won't chop 200 wood out of one tree. So yeah. Player character water drain and food drain. Set both of these to 0.2. This way your water and food consumption is reduced, and basically you have 5 times the duration to adventure around without getting hungry or thirsty, which makes a big difference actually. Same goes for the dinos, by the way. Dino character food drain. Player character stamina drain, as well as dino character stamina drain, set them to 0.7. It might sound like a slight reduction, and that's kind of what it is, and you still might want to put some points into stamina as soon as you level up, and if you do any lower than this, you might never need to do that. So yeah, 0.7 makes it a bit easier, especially in the beginning, and especially for dinos as well. So this is pretty good. It's balanced. It's easy. Yes. Player and dino character health recovery, 4.0 each. Yeah, if you don't have time, if you just want an easy mode, a fun playthrough, and this is great. Don't put it higher though, because the healing can outweigh the damage you take at some terms. So 4.0 is still balanced. It's okay. It's fine. We'll take it. Non-dedicated host tether distance. Set this to 99.0. I made a whole separate video on explaining this, so I'm not going to go into detail what this is, but it has something to do with how far your friends can go from your character's position in a non-dedicated session. Now that we're done with those things, we can go move over to the check markers. The first thing we'll do is we disable the enable crosshair. But fuck, this is easy mode. Easy. You know what? Still easy. It's easy. The enable crosshair function just reduces fun in my opinion. This has nothing to do with easy or not. I much prefer using my bow and learning how to aim with a bow, giving me the actual feeling of achieving something as soon as I learn to hit at long distances. Just don't use it in general. Don't. No. This one, however, is a little different. Show map player location. We're actually going to activate it. Yeah, it's deactivated in my best single player settings video because, well, this kind of breaks a few items like the compass and stuff. You really don't need to build those when this is checkmarked. So basically, if you're a beginner, keep it on. If you're a veteran who doesn't have time but just wants to have a quick and easy mode, then turn it off. Enable PvP Gamma? Yeah, this is the Gamma cheat. We're creating an easy mode, not a cheat mode. Screw you, cheats! And yeah, you haters out there, this is cheating, no matter what you say.
Are you serious?
Use single player settings. Yeah, checkmarked. As I said earlier, this changes a bunch of things. So just keep it on. Allow unlimited respecs. Yeah, turn this on. And now it is time to switch to advanced. Easy. Caves are pretty nasty bits, even for veteran players. So let's just allow cave building PvE. Pretty neat. You can now build inside of caves. Hey! Another cave thing. Force allow cave flyers. Checkmark this one. Now you can use flyers in caves. How swell! Yeah, that's pretty useful, and it makes it a lot easier to navigate through some specific caves. So this is perfect for an easy mode, right? Easy! Next, below the world settings thingy, there is allow anyone baby imprint cuddle. This is just simply if you have friends, say you're playing on the non-dedicated session, then any baby that was imprinted can be cuddled by any player. It's just useful. Harvest health. Now this we will set to 2.0. Basically trees and rocks and whatnot have double health now, which also scales with your harvesting and thus gives a little more realistic experience while still increasing the amount you get thanks to the easy mode settings we're doing here. So it's still easy, but it's also realistic. It's both. Mind blown.
The prophecy is true.
Baby cuddle interval multiplier. Yeah, we need to do a little change here. 0.2. Similar to the baby mature speed. Pretty much a bug fix. Day and night. We got the day stuff. We're not going to change that. But the nighttime speed. Ooh. Put it to 3.0. It's easy. No resource radius, players, and structures. It's 6.0 and 3.0. This is also more or less a bug fix. So just set it like this. Doesn't need much explaining. Just trust me there. Crop growth speed and crop decay speed. We're gonna put both to 5.0. Scrolling down a bit, we find player stats per level. Simply put, just do everything 2.0. You gain twice the amount of stats, which is nice. So at max level, you basically have a double strength character than you would have normally, which is easy, but doesn't really break it much. Emphasis on much. Make sure allow custom recipes is checkmarked, and then checkmark the allow raid dino feeding as well. And finally, supply crate loot quality and fishing loot quality. Set these to 3.0. Oh, they didn't reset for some reason. And that's it, we did it. Here's the overview. everything we've changed. I'm so proud of you for listening in and listening to my explanations. Unless you were the impatient Wolfer kind who just skipped to this point, then you are a lousy git. And that's it, we're done. Yep, thanks for checking it out. I hope you guys will enjoy these settings. And if you do, or if you have your opinion on some changes here and there, let me know in the comment section below, and I might make an update at some point, but I think these settings are pretty good. Yeah, I do.
Come on, take me,
Anyway, if you enjoyed it, then leave a like to feed the floof. Oh yeah, you can feed the floof by hitting the like button. Make it fat-ass-FLOOF. Floof its likes becomes fat and will explode one day. Yes, the floof goes kasploof. And perhaps you like the other stuff I do. Maybe become a subscriber. Maybe become a member of the Wolf Pack. Subscribe to become a member of the Wolf Pack.